Hello, everybody, and welcome to another The Jedi Trials commentated game. This is Game 3 of the Legendary Games tournament kit, the spring kit, right? We're here with, well, we got who's playing closest to us is D. Cottingham. How are you, D. Cottingham?
Very good.
Very good. Yeah, good. Joined with the one and only D. House.
What's up?
So yeah, let's get started on commentating this thing. This is a 3-person commentator, so this is going to be a lot of stuff.
Weird.
That's right. So we got
It's going to be a lot of action.
we got Dave here running Vader eJabba against Blayne running eFinn.
Yes.
Both running Throne Room.
Ooh, yeah.
Shockingly.
Love Throne Room. Everybody knows that. Gotta love Throne Room.
That's got I gotta think when you're sitting out with eFinn and you see your opponents running Throne Room, you're excited to see that because that makes your life a little easier.
Very, very much so.
So, D. Cottingham, Davey, what are you looking at, man? What are you mulling for right now? What do you want to see with your Jabba Vader?
Well, normally I'm, as you guys know, not everybody else probably knows because I'm not on the show normally.
Everybody out there.
I'm normally trying to run heroes. Mm-hmm. So after getting my butt kicked all the time by you with villains, I was like, you know what? And then the last box I got, I actually pulled 2 Sith holocrons because I didn't have those for a while.
So that set it off.
So as soon as I got it, I was like, well, I'm going to build a villain deck.
Yeah.
I was running Jabba Dooku. I was trying to run Elite Jabba, Elite Dooku forever, and I felt like going into this, I made the change to Vader because I just needed more firepower, I felt like. So I'm obviously mulling. I'm trying to get Sith holocrons firsthand.
Got it.
By far.
Yeah.
I'm trying to load up. I know they're going after Vader, so I'm trying to load up Jabba.
Interesting. So you won the roll, and but you had the same battlefield. You chose yours because you wanted that turn first?
I wanted that first turn, absolutely. Yeah.
You didn't mind. Yeah.
I'm, for a while, I'm plus I'm not really, I don't know, I've never played against Finn or Poe.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, to be honest, I wasn't too threatened.
Sure.
Plus I knew I had a holocron in my hand, so I was like,
world of difference.
I want to get out first. I want to get going right away.
Okay. It's big plays here. Really big plays. Holocron, obviously, always good to see first turn. That's perfect. Worked out exactly how you wanted it.
So Blayne goes hold out blaster into hit and run, which with a great roll, you could resolve quickly. But he opts to go for Finn, adding some range damage. So you went first, but he's done 3 actions since you went first.
That's all of a sudden you're like, oh.
Nice deflect.
Very nice deflect, man. Did you probably don't remember that, but
I held on to deflect. I remember holding on to deflect.
All right, so you chose
right away. I'm seeing he's got a ton of range damage.
You love
so
that.
I'm like,
sure.
So you deflected that into Finn. So I'm assuming you're kind of targeting Finn, and that's an interesting decision. Obviously, Finn comes to the game with more dice to start, but Poe has that one die that can hit you for burst damage if he's got that ATST, that Falcon, that launch bear, whatever. So any particular reason why you chose to go for Finn?
Here's the thing is I think I did that, but not knowing what, against what these guys are doing.
Right.
As soon as I start realizing that Poe's ability, I actually turned my attention to Poe. You'll see.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm so unfamiliar with Poe at this point. I'm like, I'm just going to go after the lowest damage capacity, which is Finn.
Right.
But then I'm like, wow.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And that just comes from playing against the guys. So
sure.
So you used
because this is your first tournament too.
It is my first tournament. Yeah.
For Destiny.
Very first tournament for Destiny, correct.
So you have, real quick here, you used Jabba's thing for Finn. He rolled a 1 melee. Oh, wow. And then you got the special.
I have him move the cards, I think, up here.
Okay, I was going to say, he went so fast, I don't know what happened, but he hit you for 3.
Yeah.
So maybe a TIE fighter, maybe a Falcon.
Well, he had the 2.
Well, if he did a Falcon, it would have been more.
Was it black 1 maybe?
It could be a black 1.
I think it might have been a black 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Focus that to a 3 melee. Very cool. So primarily people, and the reason I ran this was so to have the choice of either damage or the discard. Is this at this point you're just like damage? You're just trying to pump out the damage.
I am
the discards?
pumping out the damage,
Okay.
and now I'm free to go because he claimed.
Right, he did claim.
So I'm just starting to move damage, and now I'm
focus in, yeah, because you had 2 focus, right?
I did 3. So now I'm going after Poe,
Very, very good.
and then of course
Special.
I'm going to switch in for force throw.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, do you spend the
Very
resource
nice.
to roll it in? You
Yep,
do?
of course.
Very cool.
If
Man,
you do get that special, that's a nice,
that is a nice...
shocking.
Boom.
Here's a 2 to your face.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Ouch.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, even though you look at Jabba's got 4 damage on him already, but I was.
Hey, that's a good joust right there. I mean,
And then I put Silicon right back out. on Vader.
on a full health Vader, man. Very
That
nice.
was a lot of actions after his claim, but that's a lot of what Poe has to do. Poe claims early
Yeah.
to get that special, but also to get things like, dug in.
Yeah.
And
And if you
things that
notice,
require the battlefield.
I dumped my whole hand that turn. So
Sure. Yeah. You dumped into intimidate. Yeah. But I mean, why? Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I might be able to pull a mind probe.
Sure. You're
Next
wanting
hand,
those
you know,
upgrades.
and
Makes sense.
Oh, we can see a launch bay, a diplomatic immunity in his hand.
Good gosh.
Definitely some good options for Poe there.
yeah, and he's probably holding second chance as well.
Discard a
Of
card.
course, if I had
Yep.
launch bay in my
What is-
hand,
oh,
I'd
blaster,
probably
yeah.
go for activate Poe first.
Oh, not bad.
Try to get that special to try to get the most out of launch bay.
Yeah, launch base very, very scary. It's a game changer when it hits the field.
Yeah.
It's a almost like it's an ominous thing. It's an ego booster for you, but for me, it's like, well, now the game's on a time limit.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with launch bay, but obviously
Yeah.
Poe definitely has some options with it to use its ability without actually having the
Nice.
the 5
So my
resources.
second deflect.
Second deflect, man. Pump really, really doing well on Poe.
Deflect could be the best common card.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
totally
just
agree.
throw that out there.
Well, it's
Fight me about
situational,
it.
just
Fight
like
me on it.
intimidate.
Wow.
Intimidate is
Both sides. I've never not had it in my deck. I mean, it's just. I think it's a must.
intimidate can essentially do 3 damage if they have 3 shields for 0.
Yeah, deflect
deflect.
But deflect deflect's an if, but
maybe less of an if.
it's rare that you don't get impact from.
So
This
you
is
waited-
great about Jabba.
So you waited until he activated Finn,
Correct.
yeah, and then you're
'Cause
making
then
that
I'm making him
decision.
reroll the.
Very cool, man. Good awareness there. That's very
Oh,
very
yeah.
good.
You forget Jabba can
Any
affect your
yellow
opponent's
dice.
dice.
Any yellow dice. Yeah.
So what are you looking at? So game state, Dave.
Well, I've got a huge advantage right now because I got special on force throw.
right.
So I'm waiting for him to roll because anything that comes up big,
Yeah,
I'm going to send it back.
and he's keeping that jetpack out there.
Yeah, because he's sort of it's not as powerful, but that jetpack special is great against Vader to be able to remove the melee side and give you a shield. Nice little
There's 2 damage.
swing.
There's 2 damage there.
but
I've
who-
got because I'm going to do that right away.
Yeah, but who did you? So does he have a support back there, or did we figure that out? Oh, he
discarded.
He discarded it with Poe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've already got 8
Not bad,
on
man.
Poe,
You have that focus
and
on
I've got
Holocron.
focused. I'm thinking I'm going to
And
do another 3 hopefully on.
It's just that
on,
jetpack special is looming.
That's remove a melee, correct?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's taking the resource. He's retreating. I think
Or he's got some.
he's getting ready to do
some plans.
something. He's got plans. 1 resource.
Good, man. But with that
Upgrade,
disrupt showing
blaster.
on Jabba and Vader, he's almost like baiting you into it.
Yeah.
Saying, "What's he got?"
Why didn't he re-roll?
Yeah,
He
I
didn't
think-
re-roll that blank for a reason.
I think I went ahead and did the.
To just have him do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And gave him a sheet.
I may have even forgot. I may have even
Sort of
honestly
looked like
forgot
that. Yeah.
about that.
So you have 2 disrupt. Is that a 2 disrupt sitting out
I
there?
got 2 disrupt and a focus on
Man,
Holocron.
what do you do here? Do you focus into a discard? Do you disrupt that resource?
Well, I got one with the force. So I'm gonna turn that to a special. 'Cause I think I've got something in my hand that I'm
He
obviously.
claimed. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking tough.
Man, force throw first round, mind probe second. This is what makes
And another holocron.
eJabba
The
Vader
same
so
holocron.
good.
Yeah,
man. I mean,
plus then I get rid of his resource. I would
Yeah.
get rid of his resource.
So there
I
you
just-
go. Yeah.
I never feel as rushed to do what I need to do than when I'm playing eJabba Vader, because I feel like if I don't do what I need to do quickly, I'm going to be out of cards or out of characters.
Well, we didn't record it, but we played the next round. Me and you.
Oh, you guys did.
Yeah, that's right.
We played the next round.
That's right.
So, Dave, I know when I play, I don't. It doesn't really matter who they go after first. I know they go after eJabba, sweet. Vader build up. If they go after Vader first, sweet. I can holocron eJabba. Who do you? Are you bothered that he went after eJabba first? It's cutting out your cunning.
I was very
some
surprised.
yellow cards, electroshock.
Well,
maybe?
no, yeah, but I was very surprised. But again, if I've got holocron first, that's great for me to figure out who they're going after first, because then I'm obviously just laying that on there,
Right.
on whoever he's. But every other game, like 2 games before this, everybody went after Vader,
Sure.
Vader, and I was able to get holocrons, mind probes, and force throws on eJabba. But you notice in this game here that I'm usually relying on too is I'm usually rolling discards too with eJabba, but
Sure.
I haven't done that yet. So
Yeah.
Yeah, not the most flashiest rolls I've seen so far. And I say flashy as in, well, I'm an aggro player, so I'm looking at damage, but there are a lot of options. I mean, you guys have had a lot of options, just not. I mean, he's got
I'm like,
he's
do I
rolled
wanna
that
do
2
Do I wanna do-
modified.
because he didn't roll anything on Finn that I'm scared of, really. So I'm not going to
Right.
make him re-roll that. But
a lot
I
of
mean, he's got a
blanks.
ton of he's got nothing really. I mean, he's got
You
1
guys have
damage
definitely
staring
had
at
some
me.
weird rolls. There's been a lot of dice changes on your side.
Here comes the
I
cunning.
went ahead and played cunning.
See, when I'm playing eJabba Vader, 9 times out of 10, I'm going after eJabba first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just think eJabba gives you options because you have 2 focus sides, and that discard is, 2 discard is so
Reroll.
powerful, and I think it again, it just eliminates options that you have.
I feel like he had a 3 damage showing. I think he had a gun and a 2 modified. He could have just went ahead and pumped out, but instead opted to re-roll and keep that damage out there. I don't know.
No, he
No,
doesn't
he
have a
didn't.
resource.
He didn't have a 2 modified.
Oh yeah.
Now he does.
No, he had the 2 modified, and I think he had a gun.
He had
on-
1 gun and +2,
had plus-
and that's all he had.
Yeah, I probably instead of re-rolling, I would have just pumped that out instead of going for
Yep.
maybe. But that's just me. Just because
He probably wanted the jet. He knows the jetpack has the modified side. He wants to have something to be able
more
to resolve
options,
it, but
maybe. Yeah,
I agree. I typically think if I have the damage showing,
just get it out there. Don't
get it,
risk
yeah.
it because people hold
especially
on to
against
cards.
Jabba Vader, man. You
Right.
got to take your chances when you can get it.
So we're re-rolling
So
again.
now I've got 3 discards showing now with cunning and
I see that. Yeah, that's a tough decision though. That 1 discard. I mean, you could always
So I'm going to and get him to get 2 up, get
see
rid of
if
2
he
cards.
removes anything. You could always cunning into any one of your upgrades. Yeah, 2 discard. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because I don't think he's got any cards now. Maybe,
So that's
or
a pretty good blow
maybe
there.
He does. He might have 1 or 2 left.
That's a
but-
4 hit. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Man.
so I
Yeah, this could swing.
I'm
I mean,
thinking Jabba is gonna bite it here.
bite it.
soon.
Yeah. I mean, Poe goes. That's 2 blasters over to Finn. I mean, this game is definitely not over or one-sided by any means. I
No,
mean,
yeah, I'm thinking about that for sure.
It's got that potential, but we mentioned on the show, on our recent show, the Jedi Trials of variance in your roles, and looking at it, it seems like there's a lot more variance on his side in the sense of potential to not roll as well, versus sides, versus blanks, versus modified. Whereas I think you have a lot
Ayo,
of
cunning special.
oh boy,
When you got force throw and mind probe out,
see.
that is
Yeah.
very.
This is a
powerful.
prime example of what we talked about on the show. So go back and listen to that, and then watch this if you're finished watching this, because you have a lot of sides here that are aiding to your mission here. So
Yes,
he's got no resources.
I got to focus too on Jabba,
So-
which I'm obviously saved for
Damn,
Vader.
jetpack special, man.
So cunning's one of those cards. Here we go. Special. He's force
I'm doing
throwing.
force throwing to
Oh, not his 3. I thought you'd go for the 3. Maybe he's run out of cards or something. There.
Oh no, yeah. I said, you know what? No, I think the 3 might be better.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Deadpo? No.
No,
I think he's
Yeah.
at 11 now, so he should be at 11.
So Cunning's one of those cards
No, he
that
had a shield, so he's at 10. Yeah.
Cunning's one of those cards that I really love in theory, but every time I sit down to make any kind of yellow deck, it ends up getting cut.
Ooh.
Because it doesn't add to my damage potential in the typical decks I make. Obviously,
Sure.
in this version of eJabba Vader, it's excellent because you've got a lot of specials.
Well, the synergy
with
works.
Mind Probe and Force Throw, but I just with Cunning, I just haven't had a lot of success. I wish if it had 2 special sides, I'd probably play it a lot more, but
Better cost 3.
maybe.
That makes
I'm
sense.
obviously looking to get rid of Poe here for sure.
Yeah, he's already activated Finn, so he doesn't get that double use out of redeploys on the same turn.
That said, it's going to be a dangerous Finn when he rolls out
Heck yeah, it is.
with a double holdout blaster
gosh.
and jetpack and 2 shields, no damage.
Yeah, and you just have a
Against Vader.
hefty Vader
Yep.
with a holocron.
See, I'm thinking. I know what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking I'm trying to get rid of Poe before I roll Vader. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Because I think I'm trying because he's only 2 away, so I don't know what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, so you focus the Vader die into
Sure.
3 melee.
Okay.
But I want to say because I re-roll because I want to try to.
So he's.
I'm trying to
definitely
force throw something to Poe to kill him. I think that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh,
there
there you
exactly.
go.
Gotcha.
Kind of.
Well, you could just. I wonder how many cards he has in his hand. That's a fine line. When you have Jabba and his discard ability, and you have Mind Probe out, you have to.
Oh, this is what I do. See, I focus.
You really have to
I focus that to something.
Oh, sure. Force throw that. Very
Yep.
nice.
Then I force throw. I kill Poe.
See, that's using what you got, man.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Then I force throw that because I wanted to get rid of Finn's shields is what I was trying to do.
Right.
I remember thinking if I can get rid of his shields. Right. I already used one of those.
Well, and that's one thing. How long to hold on to a card and when to not. I mean, in this game, LCG is a little different, but in this game, it's really. I mean, turns become a lot more significant on what cards you have in your hand, even though you do have a smaller deck. It's still.
So that's a pretty solid Finn.
Yeah.
I mean,
very solid Finn.
Seems okay.
But you did a massive amount of damage that turn.
Yep.
I mean, that was
Although if
incredible.
there's anything Jabba Vader does, it's control dice coming at you, and there's definitely some options there. So,
right.
ooh, I see that ATSD in his hand. A turn too late.
Yeah.
Oh,
A turn too late.
Jabba's not. He's looking okay. I mean, he's dying, but he's. I mean, 3 health can go a long way.
Yeah, overwriting the holdout with the
Unless
IQA rifle.
Yep. That's a good one.
Sometimes I struggle with that option, even though IQA overall can probably do better damage, and you're not paying for it. You only have one really just unmodified side on there to help with your jetpack and things like that. So with the other stuff he has, he's probably okay. But sometimes I don't like overriding holdout for the IQA simply because of that.
Yeah. So, Dave, did you have him discard? Would you have him discard a card? You have Mind Probe sitting out.
I do not.
Very good.
I do not have him discard, so he should have.
Not a terrible.
We should have only 4 cards now, right? Because he put that one out there, put the blaster out.
You should have. Well, yeah.
See those
4.
modified sides, man. That's rough.
Scary.
Yeah. Now that we're
3,
into
4,
this,
5.
now that we're into this game a little bit, I didn't want to reveal too much, but he didn't roll that great. I'll have to admit he didn't.
Well, I'm not going to lie. Both of you
But
haven't initially rolled.
Yeah, I have a lot of focus.
You've done a
what
lot
saved
of
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
see that I had a lot of
Yeah,
focus.
your deck has options to help your own dice.
I mean, see him once
Yeah,
again. I
see,
mean, it's the
yeah,
weirdest.
exactly.
I mean, and I don't want to classify them as bad rolls necessarily because it's you got to use what you got. But I mean, when it doesn't go towards your
I rerolled the same
mission.
thing. Love when that happens.
You did it for free though, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
Well,
So
there you go.
He's got some.
So now he's got 7 damage showing.
Yeah.
but he has to shoot it all to one person.
Isolated.
But yeah, like I said,
Isolation.
see, this is
it
why
true?
Jetpack is
Isolation.
see, like, so the IQA again doesn't give the black side that you need. So
Yeah.
Jetpack is one of those cards that I think I could be wrong, but I think as we get better yellow guns, we'll start to see less play because
man,
it doesn't have those solid black sides.
Yeah, and I would almost just claim and just cunning or your
Mind Pro. Well, he's only got at this point. I think
Yeah,
he
he's
just
discarded a
discarded.
lot.
So he's only got like 2 cards in his hand. I
Okay,
think.
in that case, yeah, I wouldn't. But it's almost like you get that. People don't realize. Just claim.
Yeah.
Just do it.
That's such
You have
that's a
full
very
Vader.
you thing to do.
It is a
Corey.
very me thing. Like, just. It's crazy. People.
Well, I got a special right now, force throw. So I'm looking at obviously that +3,
Ooh,
which he's not.
He didn't re-roll. Well, yeah.
He finally gets
There's
the
the
black
black.
side, but then you can force throw that so he doesn't do any damage.
Oh,
Or do that too.
Removing to remove that.
he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Make his life
like
really
this.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh
I
boy,
got some good cards in my hand.
Yeah.
It's tough when you're
Point.
just relying on rerolls here.
it's very very tough.
And then you can force throw that.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. Yeah.
That's why Jabba
what
Vader
I
is
think
so
that's what I
good.
do, D-House.
You've got double, he doesn't like you, double electric shot, double isolation, double deflect. I mean, that's just control. And oh yeah, let me hit you for massive amounts of
Yeah.
damage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I may force throw that.
That's a very interesting. That's like such an.
But I hate not.
My aggressive
I hate
mind
not
is
taking
like, do the
advantage.
three.
I know. I hate not taking advantage of
Do
the.
the three. Take the.
But I'm kind of one. I'm kind of one to
He's-
keep Jabba alive.
Yeah, you're controlling the damage you're
Yeah.
taking back because I think he may have discarded his last card. I can't tell, but yep, it's strong.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly. I was thinking exactly what you were thinking. I think I'm just thinking of trying to minimize Jabba's damage, keep him alive.
Sure. Yeah. The longer you can. yeah.
Because I think he doesn't have any cards, so I don't think he can reroll. To be honest, I don't. So
You didn't even use No Mercy.
I know.
No Mercy is one of those cards, though, man. I may hold on.
Well,
to
I don't
it.
have 2 resources, so. But now I'm thinking damage. Got my focus. Yeah, so I'm about to unleash some damage here.
Focus. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Man, but he can claim and send one of those. Send your melee back to you if you're with the jetpack. Unless it's already
Ooh,
claimed.
Another force throw.
There you go.
And I'm going to roll it in.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
3 guns. 1 damn. Okay. What do you do? I mean, claim,
He's
right?
claiming.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta. Yeah. I mean, he can still do.
He's only going to get a shield out of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He can still do the shield. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But now I'm free to
Yeah. Ooh.
go as usual.
I
Which
mean,
I felt like obviously in this game, I don't remember claiming at all.
Yeah.
I remember him moving so
his
fast.
claims, yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean really all. That was the best probably option. I don't know what he's got in his hand, but that's all he could really do. I think. Yeah, 3 melee. Whew. This is the onslaught here.
And I think I'm
Things are starting
discarding the
to turn,
reroll.
Yeah, might as
I
well.
may win right here. I can't remember.
At this point, discard that holocron. I agree.
Nope.
Crazy roll. Oh,
So there's force throw. Force throw. I think
Force throw
I force
that-
throw my own, right? Or I force throw his.
right.
Yeah.
That 2.
And then I disrupt his. I go ahead and disrupt his resource.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we're re-rolling, or we're redrawing next turn. Man, this is intense. I don't even know what to say right now.
Do you remember? You don't remember this, right?
No,
You were still playing in a way, yeah. So.
I don't think I was still. I don't know what I was. I was next to you, I think. Okay, not a bad switch out.
So just in case people don't realize, D-House had to bail real fast, though.
Oh yeah, I was.
Just in case he wasn't talking anymore. I was like, what happened
Yeah,
to
where'd he go?
D-House?
I was gonna act like he was. I was gonna do his impression the whole time. You blew it.
Oh, right.
So it's interesting that he replaced that first turn because I think when you play that, you can actually get rid of a dice. So it's interesting that he did that and didn't utilize that. But I think at the same time, he needed to get that out as soon as possible so he could roll it as soon as possible.
Yeah, his first turn.
So
yeah.
I can see that.
But he does get it is ambush, right? So he gets another.
Yeah, it is ambush. So 2 melee. eJabba may be out the door here soon, but you may be able to swiftly.
He's 4 damage away.
Force throw. Man, that's just a heavy thing to see.
Look at I got 2 force throws, a mind probe, and a cunning out. That's by far the most I've ever gotten out.
Yeah, I'd be feeling
in the short times I was playing with this deck.
He has how much left? You said? Well, not after.
He's
those
only
shields.
4 away.
Yeah, you could always. My mind just thinking claim.
I know. Well, I think he's got 4 cards in his hand now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, if he doesn't do anything, yes.
When you can step away, if you step away from the game, sometimes just breathe a little bit, step away, and look. You're like, this is what and you just kind of see it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
For some reason, so I didn't even think about claiming.
Hey, it's a weird thing. Yeah, some people don't even see it coming, and I just play with Throne Room all the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I didn't just do that.
There's really nothing I don't think can happen now.
Well, now he's only got 3 cards in his hand.
He did discard. Okay.
So, but I can do both my specials.
Yeah, force throw, and yeah, it's true. Yeah. That. Oh, he only had 2 cards? Because he only did. Oh, he had 2 shields, right? So he had 3.
Did he have 2 shields on him?
I think so.
Yeah. Did he have 2 shields? I guess he did have 2 shields.
Yeah, I think he did have 2 shields.
Okay. Well, that's why I didn't claim
Watching,
him.
yeah.
I don't know why I didn't see that. Right.
It's all right.
Anyway, he's about done.
It's about there. It's about there. You get to it happens to all of us. I think you get to the end of the game and you're trying to think, what is the most creative way I can win? When you kind of forget, you don't sit back and you think, and this is I shouldn't. It's always after the game. It's like I should have just done that. Or the other person says that's watching you could have just done this.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it happened to me.
I actually thought of that. I think a game I was
exactly
watching you play. Why didn't you do this? But
and that's another thing we talk about on this previous show was spectators. Do you agree or agree with them? And I like it because you get a lot of good feedback. Sometimes from people just kind of saying, hey, this is this and this, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I could do that. So you're rolling in, re-roll there. Jabba's ability, so resource. Focus. There you go.
I know.
Unless he has any dice
he
manipulation.
Claims and kills Jabba.
Okay. You have cards. I would just re-roll Vader if you can. Totally.
Yep.
Totally okay. It's still looking good on your side.
It is.
He has done well for being against the ropes right now. So
yeah. But I've got a full health Vader.
Yeah, full health.
And
Vader.
there it is.
2 melee. There it is. Good job.
Yeah.
That wraps it up,
There's
folks.
no mercy.
Yep, and that's always great to have in your back pocket.
That's what I said to her. Or I could have no mercy'd you.
Yeah.
That's I think I said that to him. So
1 second chance there with the right resources could have really been scary.
Yeah.
And
I think he tells me that. He tells me that later. I think he's like, I didn't see any of my second chances. Because, instead of that blaster, if that was a second chance.
Who knows?
But a full Vader with Mind Probe
you
and War Force Throw, I think I would have been pretty.
I think you were still looking pretty good.
So.
And you had Fight Dirty. That would have been nice early on.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially with some of those rolls. But, sorry, D-House had to leave. But Dave Cottingham, thank you for doing the commentary with me for the
great.
Jedi Trials. Guys, obviously you're already on the YouTube channel, but check us out. We have a lot of other great content coming. If you go to acrossthesaga.com, we have 2 other great Star Wars shows that's based off the X-Wing and the LCG game, so check that out. Thanks for watching, guys, and may the dice be with you.